Yo, what's up, boxing world? It's your boy, Freddylokz. I'm here to touch on a few subjects, man. I've been getting a lot of emails from all my fans telling me, or asking me, what I think about all this going on regarding the catch weights and regarding the little friendly feud between my boy 97 Rough and Talkboxing. I mean, first of all, as far as the catch weights go, man, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, man. You know, two great fighters wanna meet up in the middle and square it off for us fans, man. You know, the only thing I got a problem with is when there's a huge disadvantage. You know, in this case, they wanted Cotto or Mosley to come down way too low, man. And to me, you know, that's bullshit, because, you know, Freddylokz basically said that they want every advantage they could get, and that just opens up the doors for a bunch of fucking excuses, man. And you know, I love controversy, I do, but I don't love excuses and when controversy is together. I don't like that, because it takes away from the fight, it takes away from the victor, it takes away from everything, you know what I mean? So as far as catch weights, man, really, I don't give a fuck, man. Personally, I don't give a shit. But when it comes down to things like that, like I said, man, it's kind of bullshit when you're admitting, yeah, I want that man to be at a huge disadvantage so that my man could be at a huge advantage. You know, that's bullshit. I mean, it don't matter how you put it, it's bullshit. I think if it doesn't affect the fighter moving down, then fuck it, I don't give a shit, man. Give us a fucking great fight for all I give a fuck. You could weigh in at whatever way you want, you know what I mean? But like I said, when there's disadvantages and huge advantages, that's where it kind of pisses me off, you know what I mean? But that's my take on it. Ain't really too much to think about. We can get into a lot more politics, but like I said, if there's a great fight and both fighters agree to it, and it's not to a point where one fighter's gonna be at risk, you know, health-wise and whatever, then it's cool, man. I'm all for it. Now, as far as the little beef between my boy Dave and Talkboxing, man, you know, to me, we need both of you, man. So you know, I got huge respect for both of you. You know, I kind of feel like Dave's kind of like the boxing historian, the Larry Merchant, you know what I mean? And Talkboxing is like the blow-by-blow Jim Lampley type of character, you know what I mean? To where he gets more caught up in the moment, you know, but it's good. I mean, we need that shit, you know what I mean? You know, Talkboxing acts on depending on what's going on at that very moment. He talks about the subject right then and there. You know, he records it as soon as he hears, so you get to see his real feelings, you know what I mean? And my boy Dave, you know, he takes a little bit more time with his craft. You know, he interviews a lot of fighters. He goes to the fights. I mean, you know, Talkboxing, like I said, is more for the entertainment purpose, and I love it. I mean, we can have both. Why not? I'm not saying Talkboxing don't know his shit. It's just that you can clearly see the difference. You know what I mean? One's comedic knowledge and one's straight up fucking down to the bone knowledge. You know what I mean? And my boy Dave, I know he's a good dude, man. I mean, because me and him have gone into a pretty heated little argument, discussion over the whole Antonio Margarito thing, and right when we were done, he called me back to my house and he was like, yo, man, I just want you to know that, you know, he explained himself and he's a solid dude, man. I mean, we talked for another almost an hour, you know what I mean, without being recorded. We had a really great conversation, and that just showed that he's a true dude, man. He believes in himself and he believes in the sport, and that's what we all need to do, man. I mean, I'm not gonna take sides. There are people asking me whose side I'm on. I'm not on nobody's side. Shit, I love everything. I love the drama, man, and fucking, that's great that Dave and Talkboxing are going at it like that, because we all know it's not to a point where it's gonna get crazy, you know. And we need to see different opinions. We need to see a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? If all we had is one show, it'd be boring. If all we had is a 13th round, it'd be boring. If all we had is Talkboxing, it'd be boring. If all we had is 97 Roughs leaving the ring, I mean, it'd be boring, you know. So we all need to get in the mix, you know what I mean? And it's great when there's a lot of controversy and whatnot involved, you know what I mean? I support both of them. I'm gonna continue to support both of them. I hope my fans do the same and support both of them. There ain't no need to fucking choose sides. Ain't no need for none of that shit. In fact, Talkboxing showed me that I can make my show anywhere I'm at. You know, I used to make the excuse that I don't have time, whatever, but look at right now. I'm fucking driving on my way to fucking Walmart and shit, and I'm doing my show, you know, thanks to Talkboxing. When I see him do that show the other day, I was like, cool, man, I'll just pick up the good things that I like from everybody, you know what I mean, and I'll include it in myself, you know. So, you know, another thing I like to talk about is, you know, a lot of people were asking me about the whole thug mentality shit, and to me, you know, the Floyd Mayweather comes to mind, not because he's a thug, not because of anything, but because he does try to portray himself as a thug, and he's not. I mean, he's really not, and that's kind of what bothers me is that it's an act, you know, and people know it's an act, and when people know that it's an act, then obviously your act fucking sucks, you know what I mean? I mean, not only that, but Floyd Mayweather to me acts like us fans. We don't deserve a fucking interview, or what? We don't deserve a fucking real solid interview. He's always talking bullshit. He never makes fucking sense. He's always fucking stuttering, lying out his fucking ass. You know what I mean? That's what bothers me. I don't mind the thug mentality shit. Vargas, you know, guys like that really fucking are really passionate about the sport and about themselves and shit like that. You know, I don't mind that because they backed up what they talk. And yeah, I know they got their ass knocked the fuck out, and I know many people are gonna talk shit about that. But that's not the point here. The point here is that these motherfuckers lived it. You know what I mean? They were breathing that fucking thug air, and they were showing us what it's all about, you know. So I don't give a shit, you know what I mean? I mean, if that's the case, I don't care. But when I do care is when you're up under the spotlight talking shit about everybody, disrespecting everybody, then you go into the ring and basically play it safe, which is fine. I don't care either. But don't tell me you're gonna fucking go out there and try to take somebody's head off and then go out there and slapbox somebody. Don't do that shit because it doesn't fit right. I think that's where people draw the line with Floyd and real fighters that have that real thug mentality. Floyd's a great fucking fighter. I take nothing away from him, man, but he's far from what he says he is. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect because he's still great, but he is not what he says he is, and he never keeps his word when he says, I'm gonna go out there and try to take his head off. Not that he has to, but he don't have to lie to us either, you know what I mean? So that's why I draw the line with that shit. And I wanted to touch on that subject because I've been wanting to actually for the last couple of weeks, because it's been brought up to my attention, and people been questioning me a lot and asking me what I think about it and whatnot. And now that it's getting pretty heated, I just thought I'd throw in my 2 cents, because people were getting kind of confused and whatnot, and wondering where I stood as far as that went. And you know, that's pretty much where I stand. Like I said, man, it's not about getting in there and taking care of your zero, you know what I mean? If you got that thug mentality, you go out there and you fight the way you fight and get knocked the fuck out, then that's cool. At least you backed up your talk, you know what I mean? And we pay those motherfuckers bills. You know, the other day I told somebody, I said, you know what? I'm paying Floyd's bills. Why in the fuck does he gotta lie to us? Why can't we get a decent fucking interview? It's entertaining, you know what I mean? It is. But it's not entertaining because he's a smart man. It's basically entertaining because he's a motherfucking retard once he knows that fucking spotlight is on him. That's why it's entertaining. Don't get it twisted. He's not a huge attraction to where I'm gonna wanna go see him or tune in. No, because he's great. I mean, basically we do it because he sounds fucking stupid, and we know he's gonna get himself fucking owned by Brian Kenny and whatnot, you know what I mean? So basically, the other day, I'm telling this dude, you know, I don't give a fuck, man, about his mentality, but at least back it up, because at the end of the day, he is lying to us, and we do pay his bills. And the guy went on to tell me, no, the promoter pays his bills. Okay, you fucking idiot. How the fuck do you think the promoters make their money? They don't fucking fall from the sky. They depend on sales. They depend on fucking the tickets, the pay-per-view revenue, all that shit, man. So don't give me that shit. Anyways, I'm right here at Walmart, as you can see. So I gotta get off, do some fucking shopping. I'll be back with another video pretty soon, man. Peace out. Big ups to 97 Rough. Big ups to Talkboxing. Big ups to anybody, man, on the grind radio, man. All them radio shows that keep it moving, man. This is the next generation right here, man. All these YouTube videos, man. All the fans talking what they really feel, man. This is great shit, man. Peace out.